Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. It's going to be a shaky cam video today because this is part 5 of my office tour. The green shelves. Would you like to come along with me? Come along with me and the butterflies and bees. Anywho, would you like to come take a tour of the green shelves? Of course you would. That's why you're here. Come on. So, interesting story with the shelves. Wow, these reflective lenses are real reflective. We're going to take them off. So, interesting. Yeah, Shaky Cam. Well, it's like a found footage movie, isn't it? What? Okay, no, I won't do that again. Okay, I'm joking. No more. Okay, so interesting, fun little stories. I have 1, 2, 3 of the same shelf that was purchased from a website that I won't name. But I bought them about 5 years ago. How long have I lived here now? Oh God, I've bought them almost 6 years ago. But in my old house, when I was living single, and I built a new condo in Nashville, townhome condo. I think those are the same type of house, but every city calls them different for different reasons. Whatever. I had a wall in my combined dining room kitchen area. That's just one long blank wall, and it's where I put like my kitchen appliances, the stuff that I didn't use all the time. So like the rice cooker lived there, but it was easy for me to grab it and put it to good use. Or my fancy tea sets. I've got a lot of tea sets. I love tea. I love fidgety stuff. I don't know why. Like I love a charcuterie board just because it's fidgety and no other reason. Like if it's difficult, I'm into it. Like I love fondue because it's just pieces. I love a puzzle. I love bits and pieces. Anyway, but like tea sets lived on there. I had a really nice charcuterie board that my mom got me, just stuff like that. Kitschy stuff that really didn't get daily use, but it still got used. I wanted to get to it when I wanted it. That's what was on these shelves. Because my old home was almost 2,000 square feet, and it was a 3-story townhome. My mother had the master suite that was, I think they call them primary suites now. My mom had the master bedroom that was on the 2nd floor, and it had an ensuite. And then there were 2 other bedrooms on that floor, and the top floor was my bedroom. And it had an ensuite bathroom as well. So I basically had 2 master suites in the same house, but I had the whole 3rd floor to myself. And then, there was, kitchen, living room, and all that. So when I was a single nerd, all this went throughout the house. Some of it was in my office. If you go back to my older videos, I dropped my glasses. This is one of them real videos. Today we're going to put the glasses over here because they're new and they're expensive. Yay, insurance. But and if you go back and watch some of my videos from like 3 years ago, that's in my old house. That's why things look so completely different. And of course, all my action figures and stuff were arranged differently. And I also have one of these shelves in my office that I use to put stuff on as well. And then I have like a 6-cube shelf and like a 4-cube shelf. And for the collection I had at the time, that worked. And everything else was just strewn about the house, basically, which that's going to happen here. We are just in remodel mode. My husband's workshop's almost finished. So I'm now planning the decorating of other rooms in the house for when we start, shuffling people to different parts of the home to live. So like fun stuff. So, but we don't live in a household where we are anti, don't spread your nerdity throughout the house. Like legit 2 days ago, I cleaned the garage out because I wanted a place to set up my FDM 3D printer. He was supposed to be getting it for me for Christmas because I got him a DLP printer last year for Christmas, and I've been thinking about it for a year, which printer I wanted, but apparently the one that I wanted went on a crazy sale, so he just went ahead and got it. So I cleaned the garage just to have a place to put my printer. So we're those kinds of people. And I'm looking forward to spreading more of this throughout the house. You will find a lot of stuff is in boxes. There are some things that are never coming out of boxes. Like the Sailormoon dolls, those are from the 90s. They're never getting unboxed. Like, you'll see her up close, but that heifer, I talk about her a lot. That's Sailor Saturn, an original Sailor Saturn. The 11.5-inch doll, she's never coming out of the box. That heifer was brand new, got her for $75 on eBay. It was actually gifted to me, but I know how much it was because I helped find it. But yeah, that's not what she costs today. So I happen to have been born at the right time. I've had that doll for 20 years. Maybe longer. Oh, just aged myself. But yeah, so these shelves have been great. So when I moved here, I didn't bring all my nerdity came with me. I have pared down some of my nerdity. I've given stuff away. But you'll notice that now I do have a lot of stuff that should be open, mostly Transformers, that is in boxes. And a lot of people I think that I don't open stuff at all. There are some things that aren't getting open. I know when to open something. But obviously I will open stuff, but until I start spreading things out on other shelves and display areas in the house, I got to keep it nice until then. I don't want stuff out getting dusty for no reason. But there's a lot over here, so I figured this might be fun to go and take a look at some of the things that are over here because I have such. Everyone does. When people use the word, I'm eclectic. Everyone's eclectic, honey. We all are a random assortment of hobbies and thoughts and things. So this is my random assortment of things that I love. I've said it before too. I don't collect everything. If I collected all the things for all the properties I really like, I'd be a hoarder. Just a real talk. I have a personal rule of if I don't have a way or a plan to display something properly and be able to enjoy it, then I don't bring it into the house. Because I look around. She likes color. She likes to see things. There's my hoodie collection. In my old house, my anime hoodie collection was actually on the back of my office door. So when I would shut my door, you would see it directly behind me, and that's my work computer set up back here. So that's actually the work computer. It's blank. Y'all can't see it with the screen on because that would be bad. Can't zoom in this mode. Yeah, I know. But yeah, this is just, desk setup. We took a look at my desk. My desk is a bit of a mess right now. There is my army, my desk army. But yeah, I like color. I like displaying things. I like looking at cool stuff. Everyone's different about that. For some people, it might be their collection of plates. Like, I also like bottles. I love bottles, pretty bottles. So like in the kitchen and stuff, like there's just beautiful bottles. They serve no purpose other than being pretty, none whatsoever. So we all have the stuff. I did notice on a video I recorded not too long ago, folks were starting to comment on my little Ferris wheel back here. My mom got me that for Christmas 2 years ago. There's a whole story behind that, but yeah, that is my Connects Ferris wheel. It is my pride and joy. It lives in a place of honor and shall never be moved. So, anywho, let's say we stop the shaky camming and go over there. Obligatory zoom in on my dog who is enjoying his favorite spot. Some folks were like, he doesn't fit on his bed. Yes, he does. This is his preferred way to lay. It doesn't matter what bed he's in the house. He likes to lay with his neck off the bed. Sometimes he goes like the other way and lays with his head here. And then like his butt's in the bed and his head's out here. He just likes it that way. He's a wild sleeper. And he's the precious Pookums. He's mommy's baby. So I went ahead and turned my light on for y'all to reduce shadow. So we've already been over here. There's lots of Sailormoon. These are all my SH figure arts. How do you even say that? Is it figure arts or figure arts? I don't know. I've never actually heard it said. I'm just making it up. But all of those live over here with my fancy incense burners. She's a recent acquisition, and I love her so much. I purchased her out of the box. So she was like half of what her retail cost is. Somebody was cleaning out a collection, and they decided to give that to a nerd shop to sell, and I bought it. But like over here in the corner, so this piece here came from my old home. It's just it's not even a bookshelf. It's just some kind of something. I think this was like an old fashioned pantry refrigerator kind of thing at some point. Obviously somebody's redone it, but I use it as a bookshelf. But in between the bookshelf and my green shelves are dolls that don't fit in this stack. I told y'all I was going to be shaky cam. So yeah, there's Reboot down there, and then of course Sailor Jupiter. But let's pull out and see the most amazing parts here. Oh, wrong way. I zoomed the wrong way. Oh, I've got to step back. I'm at max zoom. So these are my Sailormoon dolls that are my pride and joy. All of these, except for Jupiter, Sailor Jupiter in the 11.5 inch, are original, never opened models. So here is Sailor Saturn. She gets the place of honor right next to Sailor Moon. I hate this little heifer, but she completes the set. But yeah, so Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Wicked Lady, Princess Serenity, and then of course Jupiter. Notice she doesn't have the box lining. I bought her aftermarket on eBay. But the rest of these I bought in the store when I was young. You get $10 or $20 and I went and bought a doll. Y'all remember KB Toy Store? Yeah, that's where most of these came from, including these really tall ones here. They also came from KB Toy Store. Now, I'm not going to pull everything off the shelves. As I do videos, you'll get to see these things. But just to give you an idea of, yes, she does unbox stuff. These are all Rurouni Kenshin figures. I was so in to Rurouni Kenshin, and I really like their models because they have like great movement to them. Like they look like they're just in motion beautifully. And as someone who's done martial arts for 24 years now, I'm into a good martial arts anime. I really like. Even if it's not super like accurate, it's just I like a good fight story. I like Samurai Champloo a lot too. There's Anya, Spy Family. But yeah, you'll see, look, Open Transformer. All of these are out of the box. Their boxes are long gone. They've been gone. And this is just a little set of 5. It was $9 for these ladies. So I bought those 3 years ago, maybe. Something like that. See if you can play Spot the Franchise. There's Hamtaro. Here's some other figures that are open down here. Spot the Franchise, Spot the Franchise. There's that Rodimus Prime, whose matrix is in the chest. This has been a little controversial figure. I called her RC in a, not this one. That is RC. Where's the other one? There she is. The medic. I said, this one's RC. And somebody's like, that's not RC. It's a different character. Look at her. And then they made her pink. Okay. That's RC. I don't care what y'all say. I got that. This one I got from a KB toy store as well, along with these 2 little girls, a Sailor Uranus and a little Sailor Neptune. So yeah, really fun stuff there. Coming back up, if you just look at the walls, just scanny, scanny, scanny. Evangelion, Amegami-sama, Chobit. There's a blast from the past. Reboot. I was really into Reboot back in the day. Oh my God. If you don't know what Reboot is, you shouldn't be on this channel. I'm joking. No, welcome. You can stay. Coming around. So it's just like little hidden stuff here. You see the Evangelion back there. Yes, that is Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy. Pickle Rick just hanging out. It's just all stuff I love. So the big guys here, people ask me about these 2 all the time. Sometimes they ask me, are they for sale? No, never will be. This guy, Omega Supreme, I purchased him. I bought him about, was it 4 years ago maybe? Oh, the panorama just makes things run together. Sometime during the panoramas when I bought him, like just before or during, I can't remember. And then my husband, the year that we met, he got me Metroplex for my birthday. And that's how great my husband is. Like, I only mentioned him. I didn't ask for Metroplex. It was a $300 figure. I did not ask for that. And he was like, oh, I should get it for her. And here he is. So I'm not sad. Look, there's my little bitty Orion Pax that I opened, who's hanging out down there. And some of these figures on the wall, they're not valuable. They just matter to me. Like both of those little Transformers in the box, I got those from Mexico. Every time I travel, I will hit a department store and go look for figures. But down here, this is mostly Transformers, but not all. Again, can you say Spot the Franchise? And notice my boxes are starting to stack up. And this is what I don't like. I'm actually going to do some reorganizing of these shelves probably over my winter break from work. I can't really get back there because I'm not moving the Ferris wheel today. But I'm not happy with the arrangement of a lot of this stuff right now. So I will be doing some rearranging and getting ready for being able to display in other parts of the house. So I'm going to move my ring light here. Real time. We're doing a real video today, y'all. Real video. This is my life. So my old Optimus back there, who he's not even called Optimus in that box. That box came from, I got it at a collector's store. More Evangelion. I was really into Evangelion. My Transformers lunchbox that I love so much. Down here, I used to have a whole bunch of manga, but I don't anymore. There's only 2 series that I've kept, and that is Sailormoon and Mars. I love those stories. But you'll notice that I also have the 6-inch Sailormoon dolls as well. So I feel pretty lucky to have those. Those are dot hack signs. So yeah, tons of figures. And this is my wall of controversy. My Funkos. My Funkos I reserve for stuff that I'm not going to collect the other figures for. Or if it's just something super unique. Like this one here. This one was given to me by my best friend's daughter and her son for my birthday a couple years ago. And then my husband got me all of the Ramundas that were available. We were watching the What If series, and there's an episode about General Queen Ramunda, and he kept trying to get me to watch it because he had bought the figure and wanted to give it to me. So some of these came from him. Like, I'm a huge fan of Lower Decks. Beckett Mariner is me. I am Beckett Mariner. That is not a fictional character. That is a real person, and she is me. But yeah, I love them, so I got those. Like Daria. Well, that's Jane. Where'd Daria go? I know I've got Daria up here somewhere. Oh, there she is. So stuff like this that's just really cute and unique, that there's not another reason to have a figure for it, or that I wouldn't just collect. Like, I really like, oops, sorry, there was my finger in the shot. Like, I really love, what's it called? Where did my head go? I just said I really love the show and forgot the name of it. But yeah, Princess Tiabini, Lucy. Somebody's typing furiously in the comments right now to remind me. Princess of... I'm going to remember at the end of this. Anyway, really love Rick and Morty, but again, not going to collect all the figures from it. Harry Potter, because, you know, I'm of that generation. We can't help ourselves. Oh, and these I really love. One Punch Man, Furry Curry. And you can't see him. I'm going to have to find him a new spot. But Duck Dodgers is back there. Where's Duck Dodgers? Oh, he's over here, actually. He's behind the junkie on Duck Dodgers in a 24th and a half century. So, yeah, backing it up. That's my Funko wall. Where will the Funko wall stop? I don't know. Because this, again, is just stuff that I would never just want all the collectible figures for. So it exists just to give me one-off joy. And, like, if there are creators I like that put stuff out, like that was when Matt Pat left the YouTubies. I've got Stephen Hu, and I've got Uncle Roger. You know, those are just creators that I like. Like, where is it? This particular hoodie here. Actually, it says so stinking cute on the front. This one, it was an Emmy Made in Japan purchase. So I like to support other creators that I like, especially put out something really, really cute. I don't know why I can't remember the name of this show right now, and it's going to come to me as soon as I turn off this camera. But yeah, put it down in the comments. Help a girl out. But I'm going to back up. Let me get my big ring light out of the way. Not my most professional video, but a video nonetheless. But that is the whole wall of action figure-ness. There's so much back there. So I'm actually going to, during Christmas break, pull a bunch of stuff off the shelves and rearrange, and then start looking for what I want to display in other parts of the house, because I do like a clean look. I mean, this isn't bad considering how much is there. It could be better. I'm going to challenge myself to do better. Disenchantment. There, remembered. But yeah, so right now my office, to me, this feels messy because I tend to be a very tidy person. But my dog has decided that all of his toys need to be on the floor in my office. Yes, that's fine, Sammy. They can be there. It's fine. My Warhammer box. This is all Imperialis down here. So Imperialis is going to get built in 2025. I'm working on my 30K stuff and finishing it out right now. And then I'm going to do Drop Zone and Dead Zone. And then I'll get to doing Imperialis next year. But yeah, this is my space. This is my office. I think wrap us for touring my office. And taking a look at everything that's in here. It is a lot. When I rearrange, I'll probably do a video on rearranging. And I've also got other spaces within our house that I'm going to be redecorating, updating, changing, and all that kind of good stuff. So I will take y'all along for the ride there, because when you combine lives, even when you have a bunch in common, you still have to shift stuff around, you know. And then also, you know, when you're getting to do, you know, things like this, especially having met my equal nerd, we always are talking to each other about how fortunate we are that we married another nerd who is like pro our nerdity, because everyone doesn't have that. You know, I've met plenty of folks who are either in a relationship or trying to get into one where they just don't see eye to eye on hobbies. And look, I know she be given that inspirational word in every single video, and this is yours. If you are single, I'm not talking to you people who are already tucked away. You know what? You'll have to make it work or get out. Make your decision. But for the rest of yous who have not made that complete commitment to someone, find someone that jives with you on all your levels. I personally tried dating people that were not matches for me because I thought that I needed a certain kind of man, and that was all me. I can't blame anybody but me. Not going to do that. But it never worked out. And one of my really good friends, hey Pam, kept telling me, she's like, you need to date nerds. But in my head, I had an idea of what a nerd man was like, and for a lot of nerd girls, I'm talking to the hetero people here right now. I can't speak for something I have no experience with. Um, but there's a perception amongst the nerd women that the nerd men um, are a certain way. And maybe that's not like the optimal way you want your spouse to be. But there's stereotypes about everyone. And finally, I decided not to listen to the stereotypes. And when me and my husband met, and I realized that not only were we both the same kind of nerd, but we had a lot of the same values, same hobbies. Just we about 80% of our lives is like dead in common. When you can have more in common with a person than less, then you know you have found your matching nerd. You know, I think I told the story when we were at the shop, and there was a guy there, and he said with his wife there, that out loud with his whole chest that, I told her if we were going to get married, she had to do one of my hobbies. And I was like, everybody was kind of like side-eyeing him. Like, what do you mean have to? Like, we're all grown. Like, if you have to bring somebody in and change who and what they are, they're probably not the person for you, because the person for you will like you the way you are. That doesn't mean we're not all leveling up and growing, but the person my husband is, I'm not trying to make him something other than what he is. He's not trying to make me something other than what I am. And even if he has a hobby that I don't do, I still support. Like, I don't do D&D. Okay. She plays the Neverwinter. She's a Forgotten Realms girly. But I never played like the tabletop imagination game D&D. That's his thing. So if his friends want to come over in D&D, that's great. I'll cook. I like to cook. It's that simple, even if it's not something I do. Like, I'm really way more into the SCA fighting than he is. And he's the one who brought me into the SCA. That's fine. I have a history with martial arts. He's never going to do Taekwondo. Never, ever, never. I got 30 uniforms in there. He ain't going to wear one. That's perfectly fine. But we have more in common than not. And that makes life so much more enjoyable. But like, God sees you. If a nerdy significant other is what you desire, they're out there. If you're a sports nerd, there's a sports nerd out there for you. If you're a gardening nerd, there's a gardening nerd out there for you. If you're a book nerd, there's a book nerd out there for you. All right. If you're a car nerd, there somewhere right now in their dad's garage is a woman for you. Okay. She's out there. Don't settle, because this kind of life and being able to be fully who you are is better when you're with someone who celebrates who you are and you celebrate who they are. Right? Yes? That was my nerdy inspirational moment. So this was a good time. Next time you see my office, I'll be in the process of rearranging some things. Because we like neatness. That's what I love. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.